Welcome back to Wired for Sound, right here on Shaw TV. How's it going, Jason?
Good, Sarah. How are you?
I'm awesome. Are you ready for a new season of Wired for Sound?
I'm actually very excited for a new season of Wired for Sound.
I'm pumped. I had a great rest, so right on. We've got a great show coming up this week, and we actually have a lot of really great stuff coming your way this season as well. We're down at
The Outpost.
The Outpost.
At University.
How you guys doing?
Oh, hi there.
Hey, guys. We have some very
you.
special guests with us.
Very
today,
special guests.
Obviously.
And we have a lot more Hanson on Wired for Sound.
Girl, you got me around your finger like a string tied to remember. I love you, love you, love you more than anybody. I love you, love you, love you more than anybody. So what do we do when the feeling's gone? What do we do when we don't belong? Love you, love you, love you more than anybody. So let's just close. Shining supernova in the sky. Red shine till the fuses blow up. All the light bulbs in the nightclubs. Lights on, lights off. Baby, there ain't no one like us. Turning me on like a light switch. Tonight, let's celebrate the light you emanate and get so high that we might just levitate. Ain't trying to be too cliche. Shine like a UV ray. Got my shades on. You the rainbow and the pot of gold. We could dance like dust particles in front of a high school projector. Girl, your sex is electric. Let's just glow. Oh, 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 oh.
In 1997, the commercial success of Middle of Nowhere catapulted brothers Zach, Taylor, and Isaac into superstardom with their hit song,
Welcome back to Wired for Sound. I'm Jason Wellwood, and I'm here with the members of Hanson at the Outpost. And now you guys are doing a cross-Canada tour right now, and picked February to go across Canada.
We brought good weather with us, though.
Well, and we appreciate that. Do we ever appreciate that? Now, was that just tour routing, or was it did it just feel like it was better to go through Canada in February.
The truth is, we were actually asking the question whether or not we were going to fire our agent after this tour.
Hey, it's a lot easier to sell tickets when nobody else wants to be, going on a bus through, the Arctic.
Very true.
Exactly.
They're like, no, we should dodge it because it's snow and we're going to get stuck on the side of the road. We're like, no, we'll bring it on.
Yeah, exactly. We're adventurers, I guess.
Tell the boss chasing. When you get home, you think I'll be the bigger man. Hey, I've been thinking about something. I've been thinking about something other than you.
A lot of our fans out there watching this, they're wondering, what have you guys been up to?
Well, how much time do you have?
Facing, you think I will always be the fool.
The first major record came out in 1997, so it's been this year's 15 years since that, which is crazy. But this is our 5th album. It's called Shattered Out.
When you're moving close, take your time. Leave an empty shoulder, let her move in closer and wrap your arms around her body. Tell her all she needs to know. Give her your heart and soul. Let your body lose control.
This is album number 5 that's about to come out here in Canada. And in, is it 2003, you guys went on your own, formed your own your own label, and have been putting out stuff. Basically, you've gone back and been doing grassroots kind of DIY stuff ever since.
Absolutely.
Well, I mean, the structure of the label is not as much about us becoming sort of indie in the sense of the way we put music out. It's mostly about keeping the same course that we always had, and the fact that around the time we were making our 3rd record, that the mergers of record companies that have happened at a really high corporate level just started to affect our career. It started to affect our ability to put records out when we wanted to and market them the way we wanted to, and sort of have control of the trajectory of things. And ultimately, being our own label just allows us to make those decisions in a way that we feel like is actually looking at the career, not just looking at like right now, this moment, and kind of deferring to a sort of corporate mindset.
Well, it's not wise to wait 4 years to release a record, and that was the circumstance that we ultimately were in, and so we had to find a way to resolve that problem, and ultimately, as Taylor said, you have to be able to do the things that you feel like are responding to the times and responding to the needs of your fans and things like that, and ultimately that is the primary reason why we decided to go indie. It's not so much it's not necessarily an artistic question per se, because we were always going to do what we felt like was appropriate with the music, but it was just you just literally had a disagreement about whether or not the record was done, and we were like, no, the record's done, we're leaving.
we're 1 year away from 10 years as having the label, so I'd say we've beat the odds, but we're still like everybody that's out there trying to find solutions that work, trying to find a way to make this new business that the music business has needs to figure out to find a new model, to find and for us it comes back to direct connection with fans and making sure that everything you do is really good. And believe it or not, those two things have been kind of overlooked in a lot of cases.
Right.
Quality and like direct connection and building that relationship, I think, are two of the strongest things any band has.
Waiting for these arms of mine. Listen up to what I say. I've been thinking about something. I've been thinking about something other than you. It's sad to say, but every day I've been thinking about something. I've been thinking about something other than you. Hey, hey, take a picture. Tainted love, you give it every day.
It's Mikey Dangerous and you're watching Shaw TV, and I say, don't go pretending to be someone that you know you're not. Yeah, yeah. No contending to be just who you are, and that's a fact. And if you say, yeah, just be a real king and do some real things, and you will find out who you are. Cause in the sight of Rastafari, Shaw TV, we're a star. Enough respect, and a Mikey Dangerous, a bless.
Welcome back to Wired for Sound. I'm Jason Wellwood, and now it's time to find out what's in my bag. Today, I've got a whole bunch of little goodies for you. We're going to start out with this. This is a special record, limited to 500 pieces. It's Sarah Blackwood. Now, you may not know the name itself, but Sarah Blackwood also goes by Sarah Sin. She's the lead singer of The Creep Show. She's also a member of Walk Off the Earth. You may have seen the video of the 5 of them playing one guitar. Well, she's the girl in the video. Sarah released this 4-song EP, Wait It Out, limited edition of only 500 records. All of these are hand done. Essentially, she laid out the blank album covers and painted them by hand, literally by hand. If you look, there's an actual handprint on there. And the vinyl is sold out, but you can still get more, you can get the tracks rather digitally by going to sarahblackwood.bandcamp.com. And again, it's a 4-track EP, and it's fantastic, well worth downloading, and this is going to be worth a lot of money now that Walk Off the Earth are big superstars as well. Next up, I'm going to just push that out of the way. Next up, a special limited edition Judas Priest. That's right, Judas Priest box set. It's the complete albums collection. It's a bit of a misnomer because this doesn't include any of the albums with Tim Ripper Owens, but this is everything they did with Rob Halford, repackaged in this special little box. Liner notes are all in this little booklet here, and all of the CDs reproduced like miniature album covers. How pretty is that? 17 albums in total, and the first 2 albums lovingly re-restored with the band's permission for the first time ever. They'd never been properly repackaged on CD with the band's permission before, but now you can get them. Judas Priest, the complete albums collection. That's what's in my bag this week. I'm Jason Wellwood for Wired for Sound.
Hey everybody, I'm Isaac.
I'm Taylor.
And I'm Zach.
And we're Hanson.
You're watching Wired for Sound on Shaw TV.
She can't decide. You gotta hold her with that look in your eyes.
Your kiss, we become less than friends.
I'm Jordana Divinorum, and Divinorum is the Latin word for divine. That means, to me, it's about seeing things that you don't normally see, kind of taking on a new perspective. And when you make music or when you make some kind of art, that's what you're doing. You're sharing your personal perspective with other people. They get to see the world through your eyes. And the Jordana part of the name is my stage name, and when I perform, I like to make myself part of the art, part of the performance, and I dress up a little bit more flamboyantly, and I'm more expressive and creative, and you know, there's a lot of room to kind of blur the lines between male and female, and everything doesn't have to be black and white like that. So it's about having fun and just kind of, you know, just kind of doing what you feel. There's no rules, you know?
The calling is silent, like a dream in the night. The killing is gentle, no need for a night.
Like, I think every band has critics though, right? Like whether it's because they're young or they look different or the style of music they play, you know, their success. You know, you're gonna have critics no matter who you are. So obviously they'll say, like, you know, some people, they love the show but they don't like the music, and some love the music and don't like the show. So you know, it's okay to have critics because at least you're getting feedback from people, and but at the same time you're getting people talking and about, you know, using your name, and there's the people that have said positive things, like, definitely outweighs the negative for me, because that's what makes it worthwhile. So
We'll have nothing left to do. Pluck all the petals, say the rhyme.
sometimes there's a lot of props or lights, or we've had people come on stage and be part of the show. So it's kind of a balance of being exciting but keeping it acceptable for an all ages audience. So putting on the boots and the makeup, like that's basically what gets you into character, you know. It's that kind of ritual, but I don't think I become a different person. I'm just kind of pumping myself up to go on stage, you know. But like the creativity or whatever is like that just happens naturally.
On circles for days and days. My trail of footprints blew away in the sand. They say that it's all in your head. It's been so long that you've been lonely, but you've been strong to go alone. Do you like the echoes? Do you like the slams? Try to find out who you were, not what I am. But you can't bring yourself to know. Someone left the door open.
Well, that's the beautiful musical stylings of Kevin Enstrom II. We brought him outside. We took him out of our hot studio, and we brought him outside because it was just too hot inside. So Kevin, tell us about that song that you played.
The piece is called Coin Baba, and it was written by an Italian composer called Carlo Dominiconi. And what's interesting about it is that you tune the whole guitar down to a C-sharp minor chord, and that's kind of allows the composer to write stuff that normally you wouldn't hear guitarists play.
Tell us about that guitar. That's a new guitar for you?
Yeah, it's a brand new guitar. I just got it when I came back home here, and it's called Ramirez. It's made in 1968, I think, and I just got it from San Francisco when I got off the plane.
Wow, and how does that affect the sound that you have?
With a more higher-end guitar, it's easier to play in some instances, and it's a little more clear. And you can there's a lot more you can do with it. The volume is a lot higher, and for a performance guitar, it's something you'd want. Yeah.
And is that's classical music that you're playing?
Yeah, the piece I played is a little more modern, but yeah, it's classical music. Yeah.
Now tell us about what you've been up to. You're a local boy from Thunder Bay, but you've been living in California.
Yeah, I got the opportunity to go to Pepperdine University, which is in Malibu, California, and to study with a man named Christopher Parkening, who is one of the best classical guitarists in the world. So I got to move down there last August, so I'll be there until the end, and we'll see what happens, yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. What was it like for you going there?
It was a big change just because big city, LA and Hollywood is about 25 minutes away. But Malibu is beautiful, the beach, you have surfing, everything you could possibly want.
You're a Northwest Ontario boy. What's it like being in California? Is there much of a difference for you?
The people are pretty much the same. Everybody's really laid back, just kind of like Thunder Bay, it seems. Relaxed. There are some, traffic is horrible. You can be stuck for 2-3 hours. But I really feel comfortable on the beach and by the ocean, and it's really nice to be there.
Where do you want to be with your music career?
I would love to be a performer. I feel really comfortable doing that. It's so much fun. But I'd also like to be involved with movies in some way. I don't know, in the music aspect, maybe playing, maybe hopefully writing for it, or working for a company such as that. That would be really great, yeah.
Very nice. Well, just tell us that song that you were playing. It sounded like there was about 16 guitars in the room. How long does it take to learn how to play something like that?
The piece is really interesting. On the score, it has, it's written two ways. Because it's all tuned in C-sharp minor, it's written in what you would normally play if it was in regular tuning, and what it would be written, how it would be written in that tuning. So it's really hard to read, but if you can isolate the parts into what it would be in regular tuning, it makes a lot more sense. So something like that would take, it took definitely a few weeks to learn, for sure.
Wow, that's amazing. So I think we're definitely going to be hearing a lot more from Kevin Enstrom II. Yeah. So keep your eyes peeled, everyone, your ears and eyes peeled.
Well, thanks for watching the first episode of Season 2 of Wired for Sound.
Big kickoff with a bang.
Absolutely. Thanks so much to Hanson for hanging around with us. They were a lot of fun.
They were good sports.
Yes.
More than I thought they would be.
Indeed, indeed.
It was excellent. We want to thank you for watching our first episode of Season 2, and we want to invite you to stick around to see episode 2 and 3, and all the rest after that, but episodes 2 and 3 is a special two-part series of Music for the Masses 5.
That's right, which is happening on Friday, September 21st, downtown Port Arthur, 6 venues, 41 acts. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. You are not going to want to miss the specials or Music for the Masses 5 either.
That's right, and we want to invite you to follow us on Twitter, check us out on Facebook, send us emails. Let us know where you want us to be and what acts you want us to cover, because we're here for you guys.
Absolutely. And for information on Wired for Sound and for information on Music for the Masses 5 and on LU Radio, log on to luradio.ca and all the information will be there for you.
That's right. For Wired for Sound, I'm Sarah MacArthur.
And I'm Jason Wellwood.
I like you. I like to turn the music up loud. Do that ta-da-la-ta-ta-da, and then disappear with no
Next time on Wired for Sound, it's part 1 of our 2-part series on Music for the Masses. We sit down with the lovely ladies that will be featured at Music for the Masses 5.
to be in your arms and touch me oh so deep. Now I can't get you off of my mind.
You don't want to miss this, so make sure you tune in to Shaw TV for Wired for Sound.